Johnny.
Yeah. And nigga wanna do something with it. And nigga wanna do something with it. Bitch. Ha! Yeah. I remember when niggas couldn't pitch in the penny, new tax bracket. They wouldn't send me the stimmy, the horse, my money, the bitches get friendly, no fucks to give. I'll check if there's any. Hold on. I'm sorry, my boy, I just gave up my last Professor Pitt, and I'ma take him to class. I cut the head off the steak in the grass. Yeah. Ain't no bitch that I might trust, better tighten up. Jaren, go put that knife up. They don't need to be sliced up. See, these guys are not like us. They just bitches that type tough. Got their phone in a tight clutch. Sending threats like you guys nuts. Must be sniffing that white stuff. Someone tell her to wise up. Yeah. Million Dimmer got these niggas timid. Hit your block and spin it with the windows tinted.
Oh, yeah. What's going on? This is the Manfuzed podcast. That talent you hear in the background is no other than JARREN Benton, and he is in studio with us, along with my co-host, Ben H.
What's up?
What's going on, Ben?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, JARREN?
What it do, man? How y'all doing? Thanks y'all for having me up here, man.
Oh, man, we are grateful and honored.
Absolutely.
You blessed us with your presence, sir.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that new song is dope, dude.
Yeah, thank you, bro. That's me and my homie Demrick and the producer named Johnny Slash, man. New track we got out called Ski Mask, man. Yeah.
Shit's hard.
Appreciate it, man.
I was playing that shit on repeat all weekend, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Especially, I love the beginning, how it comes in.
Yeah.
Oh, that beat is just
Johnny
vicious,
killed that
dude.
shit. Yeah, that shit hard.
Is that the producer there?
Yeah, his name Johnny Slash.
Johnny Slash.
Yeah.
Johnny Slash.
I need to hit Johnny up.
fucking
Like,
Slash.
send me some beats,
Hey,
bro.
he got you. We'll get you a pack, man.
Really?
Yeah. Ben, you want to jump back in it, man?
Dude, I'm ready.
Fuck it. Let's go,
I
man.
keep telling people I'm ready, bro.
Johnny got the pack.
Nobody
for you,
takes
man.
me seriously. Like, Ben, he's
Yeah,
white, he's 40.
I always think
he does
you know.
real estate.
I always think you bullshitting. If you serious, hey.
I swear to God, I'm serious.
Fuck it. Let's go.
I will cut tracks.
All right.
Seriously.
Oh, hey.
Swear to God.
I can curse, right?
For sure, bro. Fuck
All right,
yeah.
fuck, okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Cool.
When you look up the podcast, it has a little explicit thing next to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're
cool.
nasty.
Yeah.
It's not safe for fucking
So,
kids.
yeah. We're
This
gonna
is
be
not
dirty.
for children.
Hey, if you have any show topics, you got some drama in your life, you need some advice, hit us up at manfuzed.com and subscribe for free. It doesn't cost you anything. That's MANFUZED, Manfuzed. Also, like us on social media. And our listeners have been killing it. Thank you so much for your support. Today on the Manfuzed podcast, we're going to talk to JARREN Benton, whom you just heard. We're going to talk about his tour he just got off of, and he's going to weigh in on the topics of today. I'm also going to talk about how I was recognized from something that I did in my past in public and how embarrassing and awkward of an encounter this was. And also, we're going to talk a little bit about business, how I have been taking money for jobs that don't necessarily align with my moral compass. Should I continue doing it and say fuck it, or should I draw the line somewhere? Let's expand on that first. I'm kind of a whore when it comes to
In what way?
Well, if there's money involved, I really have no moral compass when it comes to, I won't take money for that, but I'm going to try to turn over a new leaf today.
So basically, are there things that you wouldn't do for money?
Well, I wouldn't suck dick for money, if that's what you're saying.
That's not actually true. I guarantee you, I can produce a number that will cause you to say yes.
No, actually, you can't, Ben.
10 billion.
But
Yes.
I'm trying to be better.
When you're doing something that you don't feel right about, you're devaluing yourself.
That is true.
I'm a worthless piece of shit.
No, but you're just devaluing yourself a little bit, where you're putting yourself in a situation where you're saying, if there wasn't money involved, I certainly wouldn't do this.
I do a lot of voiceover, and JARREN, we were just kind of exchanging some stuff about voiceover. So this was an ad. And over this, the past 6 months, dude, I've been getting hired to do all these political ads that are just bashing one side or the other. And I don't really care, because I hate all politicians. I think they're all slime balls for the most part. And they're all money hungry, power hungry, self-serving. They suck. But I've been taking money from both sides because I don't really care.
Right.
This is an ad that I just did. Congresswoman Nancy Mace says she's a conservative, but as soon as she got to Washington, she started acting like Nancy Pelosi. Mace sponsored a transgender rights bill that would destroy women's sports. She thinks it's just fine to let men take opportunities for scholarships and championships away from female athletes. The bill would put men in girls' locker rooms, men in women's prisons, and even men in battered women's shelters.
Dang.
Conservative? Not even close. We can do better. Vote against Nancy Mace on June 14th.
Hey, both sides paying you. Fuck it, man. Keep going.
Hey, money's money, bro.
Yeah, fuck it.
So we got Jarren's brother Ty that just walked in the studio.
What
you
up?
might have seen Ty. He was like the head stripper at Swinging Richards, right?
The helicopter man.
He was the helicopter man, right?
Yeah, he ran Swinging Riches, man.
He was the human anteater.
Talk about taking money. What up, guys?
So what you just missed, Ty, is I was just telling Jarren and Ben H here that I was having this dilemma about taking money for voicing political ads. And I just played this one ad that I did that was talking about transgenders, like boys in women's locker rooms and boys in girls' sports and shit like that.
And you feel bad about that?
I want everything to be as equal as possible. Like, I mean, if you're transgender, you should have rights to marry who the fuck you want. You should be able to do what you want. If you want to be a girl, be a girl. If you want to be a boy, be a boy. On the other side of things, I'm like, well, if you were born a male, your decision if you want to become a female, but you can't say I'm a female now and then go play baseball when you got an Adam's apple as big as a fucking...
They should have a transgender league. You know what I'm saying?
Put LeBron in WNBA and see what happens.
Kill it, yeah.
But you know, the other side of this is now you have the female that want to become male and get pregnant and have a baby, and now they say, oh, men can have babies too.
That shit crazy to me, man.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's garbage. Here's the distinctive line for me. Let's go back to freaking 3-year-old. Do you have a penis or a vagina?
Well, what if you
For
had
goodness
it? What
sakes.
if you had it removed? Is that any better? Like if you were born a guy but you became a female,
doesn't matter
you
if
just
you
fucking
chop your dick off.
You
It
chopped
doesn't
your
make
dick
you a
off.
woman.
It
doesn't make you a woman
if you get your
chop
dick
your shit off.
amputated,
Yeah.
you still a fucking, you still a male. But I'm saying, I mean, if whatever you want to call yourself, I'm cool with that. But it's just, we have a different biological makeup.
At the end of the day, for me, it's all about like disclosure. If you want to do that, like you said, go ahead and do it. But it's also the right of the league and the people of that league, the players' associations, whether they're men or women. If they say, no, you can't do this because it's not fair, then that's their right too.
Gay rights, I want them to have the right to be miserable with all us other married people.
Yeah. Just like Jarren just said, and I think Ben was alluding to earlier, like men are genetically predisposed to be naturally stronger differently, right?
Right, of course.
So at the end of the day, it's like if I were to become a transgender and start competing, you know, in let's just say girls varsity basketball, like I'm gonna dominate all of them because
Is this something that's going to happen? To
He's thinking about it.
He has this opportunity to come out right now.
I would have never made it in the NBA. But
I'm just saying because I know I'm not a professional ball player. If I want to compete in a woman's sport, right, as a transgender, you got to know there's some shit that comes with that shit, and it's just like, look, you're gonna naturally. Your hormones, how you're built, everything is going to be
is
different.
A different makeup. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
And that's not fair.
And also in the sense of if a transgender male, they have a child, that's not necessarily a man having a child. You can't say men can't have fucking kids.
No, fuck
scientifically is impossible.
Yeah.
But
and why is that? Because they don't have the female
parts.
we don't have
organs.
Or we don't have the makeup.
parts.
Yeah, we don't have the same. We're not made up like how females
Just like a
are.
woman can't impregnate another woman
Exactly.
Yeah.
naturally
You're
Yeah.
right.
with semen from their balls.
Now, if I change myself to a female, but I still keep my dick and I fuck a girl, you can't sit here and say that, oh, yeah, females can impregnate. Yeah.
I seem to remember a time
Okay.
a few years ago, I read something on Facebook. Mr. JARREN Benton
Yeah.
falsely came out as a woman.
Oh. yeah.
Just to bait people.
Yeah, I did.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I came out as I was a transgender female. I was a female, and I hope I'm saying the shit right. What is it?
It doesn't.
I was born a female, and I changed
You're like,
to
none
a
of my
dude.
friends know
Yeah.
this. And
Yeah.
like, fuck.
You saw
I'm
that shit?
actually a female, you know.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh my God, we respect your decision. And other people were like, man, he's capping, bro. Like, fucking.
Hey, I did this interview with this kid. He didn't have all his shit together, right? Which is cool, but at the same time, he caught me at a time while I was like just bored. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have fun on this interview.
Right.
And so I just started just making up a bunch of ridiculous shit. Me coming out and telling everybody that I was born a female. was one
So
of
it
them.
wasn't even that you were changing. You're saying no.
I told him I was. Yeah,
I am a female.
I already transitioned.
And I'm acting like a male.
Yes.
The JARREN Benton
Went to the
yeah.
chop shop.
has a vagina.
Yeah.
From birth.
Yes. I told people that. I have a vagina.
He had his wiener split and folded backwards,
some
and
people
now
are
he's
thinking,
got a
wow,
vagina.
maybe I'll give JARREN a call. You know what I'm saying?
I always thought he looked good or she looked good.
Bottom line is this, bro. Like, if you want to do it, man or woman, you have every right to do so. And if you want to try to join those leagues and they accept you, you have every right to do so. Do I personally think it's fair? No, I don't, because we're built differently, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they try to keep steroids out of sports.
Yeah, exactly. That's a
you
good
don't
point.
want someone to have an extra advantage from just natural working out and eating right. You don't want someone with human growth hormones to come in there with his fucking neck all like, just fucking huge and be like,
Regarding rights, if you're a male and let's say you decide that you're going to be a female and compete in female sports, are you not taking away a female's right to be a champion in her own designated sport?
I personally
you
believe you
Taking
are.
the rights away of someone else, because at the end of the day, you can't cut it as a dude in male sports. So now you got to call yourself a chick so you can go compete with females so you can win. Not only that, how is a dude in a dress going to go into a women's bathroom with your daughter?
As far as women go, they go into their own stalls. They're not like whipping their wiener out at the urinal.
Dude, there was a female raped by a transgender male in a woman's bathroom. She's 13 years old.
Well, that's
She was
horrible,
raped
Ben.
by a 25-year-old man in New York City who said they were a woman, rolled up in the bathroom as a woman, like wearing female clothes, and raped this 13-year-old girl.
Tragic and horrible as that sounds,
Is an anomalous situation.
I don't think that that's like an everyday. That's a fucked up individual, man or woman, identifying as whatever.
So you're
probably
cool, some swinging dicks walking around in your daughter's locker room when she's playing volleyball?
Negative.
Listen, I feel guilty because if I'm on the road, I'm on tour, and it's like the men's bathroom pack. If it's one of them things, it's like two stalls.
Yeah.
I go piss in the women's bathroom.
Me too, bro.
Likewise, if I'm on the
But
road.
I can just be honest and say I'm fucking being
I
a
do it in
dirtbag
QT.
going and peeing in the women's room. I got to be like, I'm a chick. This is my restroom.
Yeah.
I think maybe one way to solve that is
Transgender bathroom.
well, either that or just the family bathrooms,
Yeah,
because you could anybody, it's boy, girl, whatever. You
just
can
have
go in there.
not necessarily trans, like you
Yeah,
say, just
and-
a restroom for everybody.
Right, or have the men, the women, and then have more of those bathrooms
You're in the mall
in
with
the
your
mall.
daughter. You're shopping for, let's say, back to school. Daddy K. Lee is standing outside of the bathroom on watch, making sure she comes in and goes out safely. And you see a rather large-looking female
With huge hands.
a dress, and she's kind of got a little unshaven
She's
beard.
got
Hey,
Five
it's
o'clock
some
stubble.
bitches out here just like that genuinely.
Moving forward, developers, people that are creating these mixed-use developments, malls, they need to consider
Yeah.
Here you
those
go, bro.
facts. So I think we're all in agreement that, if you're not born a man or a woman, you don't need to be playing women's sports.
Now, they should come up with they should come up with a since they should come up with a different league. I feel.
Transgender league.
Yeah.
Well, actually, speaking of bathrooms, Ben, I walked out of the bathroom and I just got through just taking a deuce. And I was like, Ben,
dude.
I was like, I'm just leaving the executive bathrooms because, see, downstairs, they've got floor to ceiling doors.
Okay.
Where up on my floor right here, everyone can see your fucking feet.
Oh, that's the worst.
And the worst, you don't want my GM, like the guy that was standing here before.
To see your feet.
Well, right, because he knows what shoes I'm wearing. Like, he's going to put it together. If you're fucking just
said, do you
blowing
have a
your
little-
asshole
You
out.
have a little bit of anxiety around people
so
seeing
you
your
think,
feet.
You think he's gonna shit shame you?
Well, I don't want to be known as that
Bro,
guy.
I got shit
How do you
shamed by
control
this
that?
kid in REI probably like 4 years ago. Bro, I went into fucking REI, took my little girl to buy a
Couldn't wait.
to buy a bike, and I was like, look, I gotta go. I was with my ex or whatever, so I went in there. It was just me, 2 stalls, 1 urinal, 1 guarded one.
Oh,
And I was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
there's
okay,
nothing you
cool.
can do.
I'm gonna knock this shit
This
out.
nigga shit bricks too.
I can't. It was a dad. He said, look, I'm gonna wait outside the door. Crazy, we was just talking about it. I'm gonna let you 2 guys go in there, use the bathroom. kids walk in the bathroom, all I hear is, "Oh my God, it stinks in here."
You like,
oh,
put your head down and ran away.
Put my feet up.
Nigga pulling his feet up.
Pulled your feet up.
Well, see,
Nigga
and
taking shoes off.
up here on this floor, I go into the bathroom all the time. Like if I just have to piss, I'll go into this floor's bathroom. I see when someone's just like sounding like a roulette wheel in there. It's like,
Oh, this is the worst.
Bro, what, you got some fucking Travis Scotts or some fucking dope ass
Right.
heels or some shit. They gonna know.
Ben goes, man, I hate that shit. Every time I have to I'm shitting next to somebody. He's like, I got to put in my earpods.
I put in my earpods.
His earpods.
Like, I never went through the struggle, man.
I said me,
I
not
have
me.
shit in a public place before, but I
Unwilling.
can't do it.
But let's get
Unwilling.
into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately, there's going to be times where you just don't have a choice.
That don't happen to me. I swear to God, bro. I got a shit schedule, bro.
Your body knows
Yeah.
it. Your body
Man,
knows
you're
what's going on.
Like I wake up in the
ninja.
morning and I shit, and then from that point I'm good and I'm cool.
Right.
You have
Unless
psychologically ninjaed yourself
Exactly.
into not being able to shit.
I've been on the road
Bro.
and had situations where it's like, oh fuck, I gotta shit. But it's been situations to where it might have been like in a green room or some shit like that, and so I just go shit in there. But it rarely happens.
right.
I've never been in a situation as an adult to where I'm like, oh shit, I gotta shit.
Not
Oh,
even
I
being
have.
sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have.
I mean, if I'm sick,
have.
I'm at the crib. I've never been in public.
That's wild.
Like I said, I'll make sure I shit before I gotta go.
This guy is a
promise,
he's
no
a
bullshit.
number 2 ninja.
Yeah.
I swear to
A
God,
shogun.
I listen. This sound
He's
crazy. as
reached
shit.
the level of
I swear,
master.
I've
Yeah.
put my system over the years. I've shit around the same time.
Was
all
there
the time.
something that happened to you maybe early in life where you said, this is just not for me?
I think I'm OCD, so
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, damn, everybody put their ass down here.
Yeah.
And it's
gross,
like, it
dude.
fucks me
Yeah.
up in my head. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
with you, dude. It is
Yeah.
Well,
gross.
Ben was like, I put in my earpods or in my AirPods. I just can't listen to it. I said, dude, if I'm in the stall next to somebody and they start grunting, I start grunting louder.
It's
You
going
have-
down.
I'm just like, he's like, ugh, and I'm like, ah! I'm making a competition. If you're like a third person coming into that bathroom, it's gonna be like, ah. I mean, there's fucking
I saw
a
this
war
thing.
going on.
I saw this thing one time. It was a prank where a guy had like bought a thing of like chocolate icing, and he was sitting in the stall next to a dude, and he's
think
like,
I saw that.
"Hey, can you please? Hey, dude, I'm so sorry, man. Like, I'm out of toilet paper. Can you please just pass
I seen
a
that.
piece of toilet paper underneath the stall?"
And he
and
put
then
his
he
hand
grabs
in
it
and
with
he
his
got the-
hand,
yeah,
and it's
all the
like, the dude's like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
Holy shit.
what would you do if that happened to you?
So I don't
I
know,
wouldn't
man.
even- I wouldn't
Somebody
even-
touch
I
you
wouldn't
with
have
a
even
dude.
I wouldn't
grabbed
even
that.
hand him shit.
I
I'm
would
like, man, you
have
don't get the fuck
acted
outta here.
like I wasn't there.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I ain't handing you no fucking tissue. You got
Dude,
shit on your
that
hands.
reminds me. So one of my good friends, who used to work at this radio station, shout out to Lewis, but Lewis was like the king of making fucking listeners do some crazy ass shit for tickets or a t-shirt, or you name it.
Yeah.
And we were at like a Pink Floyd concert and we were upgrading people's seats to like closer to the stage. And so Lewis had an idea. He's like, all right, I'm going to take some of these guys, I'm going to pair them up together because there were some dudes going to the show to just hang out with their buddies to watch the show, you know? And so Lewis took all this chocolate pudding and put them in Ziploc bags, filled the bags up, sealed it, and then one dude had to stand behind the other dude, and the dude had to put the pudding down his pants, and his buddy had to grab it from the
Just for some Pink Floyd tickets?
just for some Pink
Man,
Floyd
get the
tickets.
fuck outta
And
here.
on one of these things, the bag opened. So there was just pudding, black pudding everywhere. It was. They didn't win either because
it's
they
horrible.
weren't the fastest group.
That's the worst.
Yeah,
That's
it was,
horrible.
It
He
was,
didn't even win?
no, because it was a race. So he paired people up together. They had whoever won did it the fastest.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. They had to like pass it back and forth. So that means you were coming in. You're coming in
fucked
under
up.
fucking dude's taint to try to fucking get this
crazy.
pudding.
That's crazy.
I couldn't do that, man.
No, I wouldn't do it either. But it was fucking funny as shit to watch.
That is hilarious.
Talk about
That
a
is
shitty
hilarious.
situation.
Yeah, it was.
big
It was
time.
just pudding, buddy. It was,
I would say this. I also make sure if I know I'm gonna be out, I make sure I'm not gonna eat something that's gonna make me just shit. I know it's certain foods that like, yo,
Yeah.
if I eat this, I'm gonna have to
It's
shit. in a
going
minute.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're aware.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You're aware.
So
Awareness level
Fuck
3,000.
that. I just keep the
3,000.
wipes and the toilet
OCD.
paper
Keep
in my
rolling.
car, bro.
something happened to me, and I don't know why everything happens to me when I go to PF Chang's. I just don't think I'm going to go in there anymore. Have any of you guys ever been somewhere and been like recognized by somebody where you're like, oh shit, I hope that person doesn't see me? You're trying to put your head down.
Of course.
Is there something that was ever like truly awkward?
You know,
That stands out.
I used to work with a guy in his company. It was not a clean breakup. It was kind of a nasty breakup. And no loss of respect, but it was just kind of rough. And I saw his wife
Oh,
in Whole Foods,
no.
whereas typically I would have
Produce
said,
department?
hello. I just kind of, walked the other way.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to deal with that in
Did she see
grocery
you
store.
see her?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
She could have seen me
And said the same
and
shit.
then turned her head and looked down so that when I saw her, I would think that she didn't see me. I
Gotcha,
mean,
yeah.
it was
How
just
fucked up was the departure? Like, did you curse him out or y'all curse each other? It was like some fighting shit?
No, it wasn't like that, man. It was just a values. It was just a difference in values, dude. I mean, there was just a difference in values and how I wanted to proceed in my business and what was going on at that time. So,
What about you, Jarren? I mean, you are a traveling artist. You just got back from
I had a
being
few.
on tour. You probably have a few of them.
I mean, the one that was awkward was probably, I remember because my ex-wife and my girlfriend before her used to always get into shit.
Oh God!
And so one time,
Sounds like the worst.
I was at a Slum Village fucking concert, and both of them was there.
oh,
And I came with my ex-wife, but my girlfriend before her was there too. And
So you had broken up with
Yeah.
your wife, but then you guys got back together. Is that how it was?
So me and my wife weren't even married at the time. We
Okay.
were fucking dating. So another chick I was dating before
Before
her.
her.
Yeah, but she used to always fuck with. They never got along.
right.
Okay, so they knew about
They
each
knew
other.
each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, they curse. I've
I've been in those
Yeah,
situations.
and so
before.
they was at the same fucking venue, and so my ex comes over and start talking to her, and I'm sitting there like, oh shit,
Here we
what is
go.
she saying? Yeah, but it ended up being peaceful.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
so but
But
I
it was uncomfortable.
I was uncomfortable.
What
as
about
fuck.
you, Ty?
I've put myself in a position to be kind of a single proprietary type entity, right?
nice.
So if I gotta cut bait, I gotta cut bait.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just kind of what it is. But I have definitely been in situations like what Jarren just described,
Yeah.
to where you are just like, oh fuck,
shit.
this is-
Yeah. I mean, what are the odds? You know?
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. What are the odds? I'm sitting at the bar at PF Chang's about to enjoy a dinner.
PF Chang's.
What'd you
I love
order?
it.
I love PF Chang's. Well, I hadn't even gotten that far.
Oh.
So we sat
You were
down at
still
the bar.
considering what you were going to order.
Correct. There were two bartenders at the time. and
Teriyaki string beans.
Yeah.
There was a girl bartender, and then there was a dude bartender. I didn't pay any attention to the dude bartender because he was at the other
Well, those
end
are
of
pretty
the
big
bar.
assumptions. I mean, you don't know how they identify.
No, I mean, I know how they identify. I know what I see. Pretty good judge of character,
Are
Ben.
you?
I'm a visual guy, so I can pretty
Okay.
much,
Yeah.
I hate to be judgy, but I can, pretty much, am I talking
You can
to a
see
man or
that
am I talking
Adam's
to a
apple.
woman? The girl comes over and asks us for what our drink order is, and so we place a fucking drink. And as the drinks come, we're sitting there. The bar is packed.
Yeah.
Now, to give you guys some backstory, in a previous life, I have a very weird work history. So when I dropped out of high school at 17, my first job was a body piercer at a pretty world-renowned shop here in Marietta. And I did that for like 8 or 9 years. And so I have pierced, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of people, guys, girls, body parts, you name it. Male genitalia, female genitalia.
Got you.
So I'm sitting there at
You
dinner.
stuck a needle through it all.
Yes. So yes, I've been paid.
Have you ever pierced someone's ass cheeks together?
No, I never did that.
I don't know if that could work. Could it?
I did. No, it could. I mean, it could. But I mean, I did.
Actually, it's a good idea.
One of the craziest things I ever did was we did get to put hooks in this dude's back, and we strung him up from like a fucking,
Come on.
like a fucking,
Some kind of apparatus?
suspended him.
Wow.
Shit was nuts.
I got
That
a
shit
homie's
was-
girlfriend who do that. Like I don't even know what they call them, but
Girl
Yeah.
likes to do it? The girlfriend?
yeah, that's what she do. Like her thing.
She likes to be
You
suspended.
remember Pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big guy.
His kid's mom. That's what she do.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
She probably gets it. Some people get off on that shit. So this dude recognizes me, and I hear from across the bar, "Hey, Kay Lee, you remember me? You pierced my taint."
Oh, come on.
And the whole bar's like, shh. And I'm just like,
He said taint?
yeah, well, the proper way, I guess you'd say it would be called a geesh piercing.
But he said you pierced my taint?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that's the skin between your ass and your balls.
Yeah, and so you did pierce one of those.
I pierced his.
His.
You remember?
That'd be uncomfortable as shit.
Well,
dude.
I
Why would someone do that?
didn't fucking care.
Was it like
yeah.
a
It was a
bull
barbell.
ring?
It was a barbell.
Going sideways?
Yes. The
That's some
deal
uncomfortable
was,
shit.
how do I know I did it? Because that's the only one I ever did.
Oh shit!
I've pierced hundreds of penises. So that means I've had to hold hundreds of penises. That's what my buddy Craig would always say. This guy will touch your cock for $75.
Hey, you ever had an awkward moment doing one of them?
I mean, not awkward for me because I was stabbing it with a needle. I didn't really fucking care.
Right.
But this dude,
I asked him if you ever held a hard one.
I don't remember. Well, there is. So hold on. There is. If you want me to get technical, and it's probably too much information.
Actually, it's part of the service we provide
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
sir. In order to properly pierce it, it has to be erect.
No, there is one.
Just relax.
There is one genital piercing on the male anatomy that it has to be hard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just doesn't turn out right. I already knew the guy before I did it. And when he came in to ask for the piercing, I was like, nah, dude, I don't want to do that shit. And he was like, I want to do it with a 6-gauge needle. I said, all right, sign him up because this is going to fucking hurt. And I liked hurting people.
Yeah.
So it was that extreme.
Is a 6-gauge a big needle?
It's fucking, yeah, man. It's about the size of a pencil.
Jesus Christ.
So he wanted, damn.
It's thick, dude. I mean, it's got a fucking blade on it that's like brutal. But this dude had to get up in stirrups and shit. And I was like, this is fucking nasty.
That's
but I was
crazy.
like, he's gonna fucking, this is gonna hurt.
How you air that fucking thing out, man?
What do you mean?
Oh, not you personally, but like if you get something like that, it's just like, all right, clearly there's like a recovery period or something.
Yeah, I would imagine. I've never had that done. So I was like, dude, you better keep it clean. I mean, you're sitting on it all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, when
That's
you doing that, as a
disgusting.
nigga on his back with his feet up like,
yeah.
Spread
you
eagle.
go, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's how he had to be. But normally there was women. I mean, my
So
gynecologist table, because that's what I had, was mainly for women who
Yeah.
came in to get their clits pierced or their labias pierced. Which I
Sir,
did.
I'm going to need you to get in the stirrups.
Yeah, it's basically how I do it because the easiest way for me to do it.
Let me ask you this,
sir.
then.
I need you to get on all fours.
Let me ask you this: do you prefer? It's like I know you've probably seen
I've seen it all, dude.
everything. Do you prefer? Do you like prefer them like be shaved, man or woman?
Yes.
Okay.
Across the board.
Okay.
You got to shave them if they're not shaved, because you know how you get a tattoo, they shave your shit if you ain't shaved.
No, I never. Well, I mean, I guess I probably did. I probably had to clean up a little bit.
shave that nigga's
Most of the
taint.
time, no, I didn't shave that dude's taint. I wanted to be out of there as quickly as fucking possible.
Have either of you ever gotten like a wax, like a full on wax?
Nah.
Negative.
Never.
Nah, bro.
Okay.
You got to
Like
wax
a-
my
like a
nigga.
Brazil-
Bro, all right,
Oh,
you did
what
Brazil.
you getting the wax for, dog?
Oh, man.
You want to hear this shit or not? All right.
Hey.
Was this recent?
No, this was
well,
years ago.
This nigga done got his
Was this
asshole waxed.
before you got here? Is that why you were late?
We forget he was the ambassador at Swinging Riches, so that's why I got
America, that
He's
is
gotta
not
have
true.
smooth.
World, that is not true.
gotta
The
have
bottom
smooth
line was
asshole.
this: I was at the time. Like, man, women are always really, complaining about this waxing situation, like
Yeah.
it hurts and shit. My ex was like, yo, the bottom line is this right here. I say it hurts. You don't believe it does. I'll pay for you to go. If it doesn't hurt, it was like $100 bet or whatever.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
And I was just
Yeah, it
like, all
looked like
right.
it hurt.
I was like, fuck it. I was like, I'll do it or whatever.
my
And she
gosh.
said, I want to sit in the room while you do it. I said,
No.
okay, fuck it. Let's do it.
Oh, no.
I do it. It hurt like a motherfucker. But man, I had
quick,
two chicks doing it for me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I'm starting to kind of like this thing at the end. And at the end, I got hard. And I was just like, that's just it. And I was like, but you know what? I want
This guy
$100.
gets off on
Shut
pain.
the fuck up.
Dog.
No, but the trippy part about the shit was at the end when I thought that they were done And clearly, like, she's looking at me sitting over in the corner like, I can't believe he just went and did that shit. She was just like, all right, we're done. We're about to get up. And then the other girl was like, no. He's just got a little bit more. Let me clean it up. I was like, yo, this
let me wipe it off
shit.
a little bit.
Did you get you got your asshole waxed too?
Yeah, bro. The whole kit and caboodle. The whole kit and caboodle.
He got the full service.
Yeah, front to back.
Yep.
He was fucking.
This had to been like 8 years ago, bro.
Oh my god!
And a chick went in there with you.
Yeah.
All right. Did you say you can eat off this motherfucker now? That's what you should fucking
It was
say.
awesome. It was on and popping.
He leaving shit out the story. You don't know. His girl went in. They had 2 dudes doing that shit.
Nah. But that was crazy shit, though.
Oh my gosh, that's
Dude,
hilarious.
That is fucking crazy. So,
Everybody just looked at me like, nah, I ain't never did that shit.
You know, we didn't really get a chance to introduce Ty. Ty is a good friend of mine, of one of my best friends. 20 years or so we've known each other, maybe more than 20
you guys
years.
were in the Army, right?
We're in the Army together. We're in
teenagers.
Iraq together.
Yeah.
We have been best friends since. And Ty is a real estate investor. We do a lot of business together. And Jarren's brother. So super happy to have you on the show, man, with Jarren as well.
Happy to be here, man.
And you're a real estate mogul too. You're doing some real estate shit right now, right?
I am, man. I'm trying to make it happen, right? I'm trying to get to the place in my
making it
life
happen.
where I don't got to depend on nobody's loan or anything else. Like, I want to be debt free.
Well, let me hold something.
I was just gonna say, this nigga owe me money back in the day with my cheat. I'm like,
But yeah, I don't want to owe nobody shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. At least from a primary residence standpoint. You know what I'm
I
saying?
totally get that, man.
Shout out to you, though, man. You ain't fucking aged one bit, bro.
Oh shit, man! My balls are like dipping in the toilet water right now. No, I thank you for that. My mom has aged pretty well, like throughout the year. So hopefully, I take after her.
She sure has.
Set myself up for that one.
But dude, it's so good to have Jarren in the studio, and Jarren and I have been friends for a long time. You and I have talked about it, Kaylee. We want to get Jarren on the show, and we're both big fans of you, Jarren. So we're grateful to have you in here, man.
Hey, man.
We'd love to talk a little bit about your career and the stuff you got going on, dude.
I'm gonna say this. I've been doing it now, like professionally, for 10 plus years.
Rapping.
Yeah, rapping, yeah. Making money and feeding my family and taking care of myself through music for about 10 plus years.
That's
now.
amazing,
All right.
bro.
Yeah.
And you are originally from Decatur, where it's
Yeah.
greater,
Yeah.
right? So
Decatur,
Jarren hails
Georgia.
from Atlanta, Decatur, Georgia.
Yep, Decatur and Stone Mountain, man. I claim them both.
What label are you with now?
Now I'm independent. I'm just doing everything
That's what I'm
by
talking
myself.
about.
But I'm distributed through Foundation Media. That's who I'm doing.
So
that
for
distribution
those who might be listening and across the globe, because Manfuzed has been really branching out into all parts of the world, South America, shout out to you, United States, Ukraine.
Ukraine's crushing it.
We can't say enough. I mean, these people are fighting a war. Some of them are making time to fucking listen to us.
Hopefully
which
we
is-
make them laugh.
I hope so. And I'm not really educated in the music business. So you're independent.
Last label I was signed with was Rock Nation
With Jay-Z's.
with Jay-Z, yeah.
Right. Do you think as an artist coming up, if you could do it all over, I mean, do you want to be signed? I mean, I guess I'd love to be signed by one of these big labels. As an independent artist, I mean, if you do things right, you can make some serious fucking money that way too, right?
If this was 10 years ago, I would want to be signed to a major label. Now, no, I wouldn't, unless you got to come with some bands.
Big ass signing
Yeah.
bonus.
Yeah,
Word.
and it's got to be good stipulations in the contract. But no, I would say in this day and age, it's 100% better, depending on where you are in your career too. If you have generated a lot of attention on yourself and you've done that through these social media platforms, I would 100% say you are crazy if you sign with a label.
I'm in radio and, broadcasting, so I kind of get little tidbits of what's going on. But, people aren't selling CDs anymore. When you were putting out CDs and that was your major way to get music into your fans' hands, people are paying a premium for a CD, where you might get a couple dollars off of that CD, and correct me if I'm wrong. But now with everything being digital, I mean, 99 cents for a song, $9 for an album. What are you getting out of that if you've got your label's taking most of it? iTunes is taking their chunk of it, and they're on like a tier scale, right? So more downloads you get, the less that iTunes takes. Is it something like that?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. Even with the streaming, you still make some decent money, and that all depends on your numbers. But you still kind of getting paid bullshit because it's like fractions of a penny. It's still bullshit as far as like what you're getting paid. Even with the streaming platforms, you still are getting like, I ain't gonna say like record labels, but you're still not getting.
So streaming wise, you're getting even less than if you're selling like a song on iTunes, right? Because, I pay $9.99 for Apple Music and I can download whatever and listen to whatever. So when someone streams your song, I'm not actually buying the song, right? I'm not, I can download it, but I don't own it.
You can buy it if you actually buy the song, but if you're streaming it, then.
But you still get something off of the stream.
So, you still get something off the stream, and you still get something from the sale of the actual album too.
I knew JARREN, I think we met like back in 2006?
Yeah.
And JARREN, I mean, like a lot of people say that they want to do things, but JARREN, to me, like when you used to freestyle, dude, I never heard anything like that in my life. And I've been around all different types of artists. You know what I'm saying? I knew in my heart, I was like, when I first met you and I first heard you, I was like, there's no chance this guy does not become famous, does not become a signed artist, and so forth. But I've also seen all the work that you've done to get to where you are. Yeah. You really worked hard to perfect your style, did all types of shows around Atlanta here locally. Then you got signed, and now you've traveled the world.
Yeah.
You've done shows all over the world. You've done tours. I did it the
old school grind way where you just have to grind and
But dude, I mean, that's
all that shit.
Such a massive accomplishment, man. I just want to like identify or just honor your like level of accomplishment, bro, because even people with talent, and you definitely have talent, but so many people just go get a normal job and say, because they're afraid.
Yeah.
But you went through the fear.
Yeah.
I mean, you looked the fear in the face and you said, you're either going to find me on the top of this mountain or dead on the side of it. Because there ain't no way I'm not climbing this mountain.
Yeah.
And I respect that, bro.
Appreciate
you. Are a mountain climber. That's good stuff.
That path is definitely ambitious.
It's not an easy path, I would imagine. This last tour, how many states were you in? How many shows did you do?
I think I did, I don't know exactly, but it was a celebration of a project I put out 10 years ago. And actually, it was the project that kind of started getting a lot of
Was it the freebasing with Kevin Bacon? Okay, damn. Yeah, I want that T-shirt.
So I wanted to celebrate that 10-year anniversary of that, so I just did it with a 10-year tour. It was.
Where did you come up with that?
You know what it was, bro? So
that's so out of this world.
He was freebasing with Kevin Bacon.
Back then, okay, so Ben, back then when I was doing shit, I was kind of, most of the shit I was doing was kind of serious, right?
Yeah.
And so at that time, I was just at this point where I was like, man, I don't really want to. I was doing a project with some friends of mine. I was like, I don't even want to take this shit serious. I was like, we do a project, bro. Let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Let's not give any fucks.
Yeah.
So I was like, when we came to like naming it, it was like, let's just call it freebasing with Kevin. You know what I'm saying?
It just came up.
Was
Was Footloose out like during that time or something? Like, did Footloose just come out or something?
Probably everybody in this room, but I will say, like, growing up with JARREN, like, we are profound fans of the 80s.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Love the 80s.
So you guys love Stranger Things then, right?
Yeah.
Fucking Stranger Things is fucking dope.
That's funny.
So if you want to hear any of JARREN Benton's music, it is available on
Apple, Spotify, wherever you can stream music at, you can find me there.
And we will put links to his music, so definitely check him out. But getting back to what you were saying, I wanted to throw that in there where I know we hadn't given you a plug yet where people can hear your shit.
Multiple albums. Multiple successful videos, hilarious content. I mean, dude, your music videos are sick.
Yeah, we are.
They are. You've been flowing over Metallica. You flow
Linkin
over
Park.
Nirvana.
Linkin Park.
I mean, dude, it is sick what you're doing.
Shout out to System of a Down. I had one up there with them, but they gave me the cease and desist. They said, man,
oh, fuck them,
get this shit out of here.
We don't like them anymore anyway.
And then I wasn't even monetizing it either.
What is your favorite thing about being on tour?
It's performing and sleeping.
Yeah. Because I'm sure there's shit about being on tour where you're excited about going, especially during COVID. You probably were like everybody else. You didn't do shit, right?
Yeah, nah, I didn't.
All right,
you know what? Actually, I did. I made the mistake. I went out. I did 2 shows during COVID.
Nice.
Okay.
And I came back home with COVID.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
And if you've ever seen JARREN's shows, I mean, dude, it is rowdy.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
it's
crowd surfing.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
It is freaking rowdy. Is there a mosh pit?
Where were we at? Somewhere in Maryland, and it was a female. She was in the middle of the mosh pit, and they was just she had to get out. I got out. I was like, get out.
Yeah,
Dang.
Yeah, they were going crazy.
Pull her out.
Pull him out.
It could
Pull
be
him out.
it could be a heavy.
She's
a
like,
metal
it's
vibe
okay, I'm a
sometimes.
dude.
So would it be comparable to like Travis Scott gets a lot of his fucking crowd
Yeah, it's
real
a lot of that
fucking
energy.
hyped
Yeah,
up?
Shout out to Travis
So
Scott.
how did you feel about Astro World? Like after seeing the fucking shit
Whose
that
fault
went
was it?
down? That's a hard
I would have
finger
to say
to point.
It was the event planners.
The venue?
dude.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
the- or the artist?
I'm gonna blame the venue.
Dude, they had the thing where it was like they were corralled. There was no flow.
Yeah.
They were trapped.
But isn't that maybe not Travis Scott, but isn't that his people's design of that set to have people corralled in there like that? I mean, is kind of the
I'd say somewhere between there and the venue, right? The venue is like, all right, we'll provide this much space. And Travis Scott's like setup, folks, is like only this many people can be in this mosh pit area at this time. I just don't think it was good coordination.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna give blame to kind of both sides, maybe. But I can't say necessarily it's Travis Scott's fault. Logistic wise, I think they should have been a little bit more prepared. If you know, like every time this guy comes here, shit gets crazy.
Yeah.
let's
Gotta prepare
security
for that.
Yeah,
like if people getting crunk at your show.
yeah.
And you see that, I mean, granted, I've been in a mosh pit before, gotten fucking elbowed in the face, and I'm fucking just like, all right, I'm out of here.
I stop. If I see someone getting
That's
fucked
hurt,
up, I'll
trampled.
try to get them up.
Yeah.
And I've done that before. I've done shit to where, like, I had a dude, this is stupid, and I had a dude crowd surf. He was in a wheelchair. But I'm saying, I also
They hoisted a dude
rowdy.
up in a wheelchair. That's gangster right
I
there.
also say if it's I've had situations where I tell a person like, yo, just they can be on the stage and just put them on the side,
Right,
shit
right.
like that.
Yeah.
So I've done stuff like
Dude,
that.
you
That's
had
cool.
somebody wheels up.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that shit's fucking sick
That's
right
dope.
there.
Wheels up, yeah.
That's
Just
crazy.
rolling in the sky.
That's awesome.
It's fucking
That's
nuts.
sick.
Jarren just handed me his phone, and there is that a woman or a man?
That's a guy.
That's a dude in a wheelchair, literally being hoisted, crowd surfing
Bro,
in
you
his
made,
fucking
you
wheelchair.
made her dreams come true.
Yeah, man.
That's what's
He
up.
got
Was that a
this
he or a her?
That was a he.
Ish,
I don't know. Shit, it could have
They-
been.
Somebody's dreams came true, yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah, I
dreams
have random
came
people
true.
come up in a crowd. I had a person's pops come up. Dude, he had to been like in his
Throw
60s.
my old man up there.
Yeah. I had him fucking surf.
So let me ask you this. So the Ski Mask album.
Oh, shit. You're right. You did. That was my fucking grandfather. Why was he doing it?
That's hilarious. So the Ski Mask, I guess, is this the beginning of a new project you're working on? Is
Yeah,
this a
yeah, yeah.
single or what is this? Is this an album you're about to drop?
It's actually me and my homie Demrick and the producer Johnny Slash.
Shout
we got
out,
together.
Demrick.
Yeah, this was like right before Christmas. We got together. They
Yeah.
came to the crib and we just started cooking up shit.
Right.
Yo,
and me and Demrick was like, yo, we might as well just do a project. But before we put it out, we've just been throwing out songs, testing the
That's
water
cool.
and shit. So yeah, it's a project in the works that me and Demrick are working on.
Shout out Lil Easy.
Yeah, Young Easy E. Yeah.
Young Easy E.
He looks
Young
just
Easy.
like him. He got like the
that's
curly
hilarious.
Jerry curl in the hat.
That's
awesome. I love that.
Nobody move. Nobody get hurt.
out.
You sound like an Asian Easy
Yeah, I
E.
know.
What was that
That's my impression.
shit? Are you back in
Hey, I'm
PF Chang's
Asian.
already?
Yeah, that's right. That's my PF Chang's moment coming back to me.
PF Chang's NWA, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's some
That's how
good
you say
shit.
it when you got Mongolian beef on the brain.
That's right. Man, that sounds good right now. I'm fucking hungry, man.
Yeah, we just throwing tracks out right now. We got another one coming out September the 9th called Revenge. Me and him just sitting on a bunch of tracks. So before we put a project completely out, we just been kind of just throwing singles out, testing the water.
That's awesome.
But you'll hold some back for
Yeah,
like
we
the
can.
album release,
Yeah,
so
yep.
you'll pick a couple of the key ones you think are going to be like the most popular. I guess is that how you strategize?
And when we putting some of them on there too, like some of the ones we've been put out, we putting them back on there. We may do some remixes to them,
Yeah.
throw some other people on there just to
Hell
give it
yeah.
a fresh
That's
look.
what's up.
Jarren, tell us once again where everyone can find your music, please.
You can find me anywhere on Spotify, anywhere on Apple Music, anywhere on Tidal. You stream me anywhere, wherever streaming platform is available, you can find me on there. YouTube, Instagram, JARREN Benton. Make sure it's the dude with the blue check. That's JARREN Benton everywhere on Facebook.
And Ty, thanks for coming in, and we're glad you made time after your ball waxing and your stripper lifestyle, your dirty hooker lifestyle to come and bless us. Shout out to Swinger. I think they're closed.
The cleanest, meanest penis you ever seen.
When Ty got into real estate, they couldn't keep the revenue, bro.
No,
He
they
shut
couldn't.
that shit down.
Thank you to everybody that's listening. Check out manfuzed.com. That's MAN fused with a Z. Subscribe for free on our website. Listen to our podcast and join the show. Ben, anything else you want to say?
No, we appreciate you guys out there. Thank you so much for listening, and we try to bring it to you real every week. Out.
Manfuzed.
Straight up.
Pow.